Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Take Three podcast. As always, my name is Alex, and I'm joined by my co host, Brandon. In this episode, we're going to talk about game three of the 2021 NBA Finals. It was another blowout, this time in the opposite direction. The home team gets the W again as the Bucks get their first win of this series, 120 to 100. So I'm just going to go ahead and toss it over to Brandon. What was the difference for the Bucks between games one and two and coming home?
When you look at it right out the bat, the big difference was, I think, when I said in after the game two, it's usually the role guys. Obviously Drew Holiday stepped up for the Bucks right out the bat. He had 21 and he hit a couple big shots that really kind of pushed them forward along with Giannis. But it was really the Suns didn't have it. Devin Booker was bad. The role guys were pretty bad. Mikal Bridges only gave him he was 4 shots up, 4 points. Aiton was good, but they really didn't get that consistent role play, and the Bucks were just they came to play. Chris Middleton wasn't great, but he hit shots in the first half to kind of give him that nudge offensively. Obviously, Giannis came out and did his thing. He was dominant. Hit his free throws. He was getting to the line and making the free throws, which is big because he's going to get fouled quite a bit when he's down there in the paint. And yeah, it was really just the Bucks came out with some urgency. You knew if they were going to take a game, it was going to be tonight. You kind of don't want to go down 3-0. You lose all your energy going into a game four on Wednesday night. So when I just looked at it, the Bucks came out hungrier, and Devin Booker and Phoenix's role guys weren't there.
Yeah, I would agree. I don't think it's very complicated. I think the Bucks came out with extreme urgency. They know they have to win this, or they basically lost the series if you go down 0-3. Then I think the Suns kind of were coasting a little bit. Booker only played 29 minutes. He never really got put back in the game. He wasn't shooting well. I think Monty Williams just kind of used it as a situation where he could just maybe give him some rest instead. The only Suns players that I thought played really well was Jay Crowder. He was 6 of 7 from three, and then DeAndre Ayton. But unfortunately, Ayton couldn't stay out of foul trouble. He only played 24 minutes. So everyone else, the Suns just kind of didn't have it today. Cam Johnson had a good third quarter. I like that kid. He's always playing well, I feel like. But other than that, it seems like the Bucks were just wanted it more. It was just like an urgency thing. They know they had to have this game and they took it. But Giannis, talk about dominance, man. 13 of 17 from the free throw. That's supposedly his weakness. He shot that really well. 14 of 23 from the field, 41 points. And those are like Shaq numbers. I don't think we've seen someone be as dominant in the paint since Shaq, and it's like fun to watch. Giannis came out balling, and it's just interesting to see if they can keep it up. I think Giannis can keep it up. He's already shown he has. He did that in Phoenix, but I'm more curious about Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday. They finally shot the ball much better, but even then, Middleton didn't really score in the second half at all, and that's when they kind of really took a lead and really started blowing them out. So I think the question goes into game four, because if the Bucks win game four, then we have a series. If they don't, I think it's over in five. So I think the real start of the finals is Wednesday for game four. Do you think the Bucks are going to be able to come out and play with the same intensity? Because I think the Suns are definitely going to play better than they did tonight.
Yeah, facts. I think you're looking at game four. I think you're going to look at it. We might finally get a nail biter. I kind of hope we kind of get a nail biter at one possession basketball game. Give us something where it's not garbage time with 8 minutes to go and it's kind of already a wrap. And although the team's lingering around, they're kind of already dead in the water. Yeah, I think if you're a Bucks guy, you got to say Chris Middleton really hasn't exploded yet, and it's like we got another game at home Wednesday. We got a couple days of rest. Um, could he provide that explosion where he can dump in 30 points? Because Giannis is going to come. Giannis is going to get his. So it's like I feel like he's due, and it's now interesting. I don't like the jump because this is kind of a game that we both felt going in that the Bucks would win, but it's like if you're on that side with the Milwaukee Bucks, you got to be waiting for that Chris Middleton explosion game to really put it together. And obviously, you're right. Yeah, 29 minutes, Devin Booker, Monty Williams kind of punted the ball in the fourth and said, this one's a wrap. It's done. There's no point in putting our guys out there and putting more tread on the tires since it's these guys. It's Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton. It's their first time going this long in the playoffs, right? So they haven't played this many basketball games, and the intensity of these playoff games, it can wear on you. And yeah, obviously Phoenix is going to show up. I think Wednesday is going to be the best game that we've seen so far. I think it's going to be. I hope it's a close one, but I feel like it'll definitely be tighter.
I agree. I mean, every game's been decided by double digits. I'm really hoping Wednesday's like a one possession game. Just as a basketball fan, we need that for the finals. Like this finals has been a little bit boring to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Suns have to play better, and they're the type of team, they're in the finals for a reason. They're going to bounce back. I would assume they play better. So I would be more concerned about the Bucks if they can come out and play well. But the Middleton point is a good point. I thought tonight was honestly going to be his explosion for 30, and they didn't need it tonight, which is very fortunate for Milwaukee. You win by 20. Middleton only scores 18. Yeah, Giannis is dominant, but Giannis is always dominant. If he's not dominant, it won't even be kind of close. So I think Middleton's bound to have the 30-point explosion game. So why not next game at home, right? To make it a series 2-2. And I think the key is the Middleton explosion and then Holiday continuing to shoot well. And then Bud has made better adjustments as it's gone on. Brook Lopez only played 21 minutes tonight, and you got Pat Connaughton out there for 30. I think that's what's got to happen. Jeff Teague, another guard, he played 14. That's what's got to happen. You got to go smaller, maybe more minutes for Giannis at the 5. Keep Brook around 20 minutes because, like, Brook Lopez just is not a good, like, personnel wise. He's just not good to have out there for this series. So I got to, I get on Coach Bud a lot, but I got to give him credit for making that adjustment there.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Bud must have been tuning in. You know what I'm saying? He's a listener, and I respect it. I respect an NBA head coach tuning in. You know, I mean, getting that advice, getting that intel, as we all see it on television. But I mean, yeah, I think going into Wednesday, I also think you'll see the whistle tighten up back to a game two style. You kind of saw game one, the Suns got a good whistle, and then you saw game two, it tightened back up, and then tonight Giannis shot more free throws alone than the entire Suns team. Suns only shot 16. Giannis shot 17 himself. So it was like a 10 free throw disparity, 10 free throw advantage for Milwaukee. I don't like to say that really factors into the game. I mean, but it'll tighten back up, so you'll see more of the players, and you won't see DeAndre, and I don't think you'll see him in similar foul trouble that he's in. It was one of those games that's going to happen in a series.
Yeah, I agree. And to the point of the whistle tightening, I think that really benefits Devin Booker, especially he didn't shoot the ball well. He went to the free throw line, I think 3 times, got 5 free throws. Um, yeah, that's going to benefit Devin Booker. If he gets free throws, those are basically automatic, just like Steph Curry. So it'll be a tighter whistle. It'll be much closer game. If you're the Suns right now, is it as simple as like, don't panic? We're up 2-1 still. We know how to play well. Just we don't really need to make big adjustments. Just simply go in there and execute better.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say so. If I'm Monty Williams, I mean, I don't think those guys are Chris Paul, and they won't panic about this game. They'll kind of see it as this was bound to happen. Like the Bucks had everything roll their way on their first home game, where it was a do or die game. I mean, obviously DeAndre Ayton's going to have to stay out of foul trouble, but I mean, if the whistle tightens up and there's some of those fouls where Giannis comes barreling in and slams in, if they just let him play basketball in game 4, then those fouls won't be on the board. So yeah, I don't think they'll go into panic mode. I mean, they still it's still in their advantage. They haven't lost home court, right? So it's kind of, I don't think they'll go into panic mode. Monty Williams will try to make some slight tweaks, I would assume, and just try to get those role guys going. Keep Cam Johnson going. Try to get Cam Payne a little bit more production. 3 of 10. He shot 0 of 2 from 3. So kind of try to get him more. I don't even know the word I'm looking for.
Just more productive, just shooting the ball better.
Yeah.
I would agree with that. I don't think there's anything to panic about. I think they're a smart team. Williams is a great coach. I think they'll come prepared. And
Efficient was the word. That's what just caught to my head. They're going to keep him more efficient, right? You don't want him shooting 3 of 10. Going to minimize that.
Agreed. Get him, try and get him some drives to the basket, some easier shots. But yeah, I think it was just one of those games. Milwaukee came out with the urgency. They know they needed to win. They knew it was their championship on the line, and they showed why they are in the finals. They were down 0-2 against the Nets, came back down 0-2 against the Suns. They won the first one. And Giannis has been saying it, stay calm, one possession at a time, one game at a time. So that's exactly what they've done. I'm sure they're going to sleep well tonight, regroup, figure it out. And yeah, you have any closing thoughts heading into game 4?
No, I don't have anything. It was kind of, as you said, the series is kind of, it's not the greatest finals. There's not that much like energy in it, but I mean, if something happens Wednesday night, if the Bucks take another game Wednesday night, and we got a best of three going back to Phoenix for Game 5, we'll have a little something.
Agreed. We need some drama infused.
Facts.
What's your prediction for Game 4?
Game 4, I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna go score prediction. I'm gonna go Suns win by 5. A
I
close
like
game,
that.
close game, and I think Devin Booker will hit a dagger down the stretch.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. I'm gonna do something similar, but since my original pick was Suns in 6, I need the Bucks to win 2. So I'm gonna actually pick Milwaukee to add a little bit of drama to this series. Say they win by like 1 possession, 2 to 3 points, and we go back to Phoenix tied 2-2, and hopefully that happens and it becomes a little more exciting. But I think that's it for it. This episode. I think that's all we have today. As always, thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe. Comment if you have any suggestions. We would love to hear your opinion. As always, Spotify link will be posted in the description. And thank you for listening, and we'll see you next episode.